Okay, I should be live now. Good morning, sleepy people. How's everybody doing today? Man, oh man, it did take me a while to start this type of stream, man. So I've always wanted to do something like this where I could just like talk to my subscribers and stuff like that, especially about events and things that have happened recently. But I've never known how to set it up, so I just decided to do it this way. I think it'll still work out because, you know, YouTube doesn't have like a set thing that you have to stay to. Like, you know, I'm not dumping on Twitch, but like you have to be playing games or doing like IRL streaming. On YouTube, I want to say there are certain things that you can do that are a lot more free than on Twitch. So, in that sense, like, I can just have this talk about E3 and not have to worry about, you know, breaking any rule. Well, I could be using some music that might make them mad. Because I remember I had one stream back in the day when I did a Cuphead. It was probably my most popular stream ever. Like, it was just not billions, but like at least a good 10 to 20 people that showed up and we were all talking and having a good time. I had never met any of these people, but I was enjoying myself. But I looked back at it like 10 minutes later, and first they tried to put some music over it, but the music was so bad I just said like screw it, just like have the whole thing empty. Like don't even worry about it. Like you guys just ruined what was possibly my best night. I'm probably gonna set all that stuff back up again because I know how to do that up here, where I can like have it so my comments go like they scroll up on my screen and stuff like that. Probably do that because I miss having that stuff. But as of right now, I'm not really worried about that. But what's today's topic? Let me get to that. Today I want to talk about the Microsoft E3 thing that happened yesterday, as well as predict some stuff that's going to happen in Nintendo's Direct in a couple days. I say a couple days, but I'm pretty sure it's tomorrow. I don't even remember what's going to be happening today. I need to go ahead and look that information up. It might be happening as I speak, but from what I remember, it was pretty freaking interesting yesterday. I'm gonna say they had some really good bangers, like some dope games, and then some of the games I was just like, why am I watching this? Like, what was the point of the stream? And it's not a bad thing. It's just some of the games were just like, oh, okay. Like, I'm gonna say Forza has its like people who are very dedicated to it. They have people who take their time out of their life to like get into the game, and I'm like, okay, that's fine. I'm not hating on any Forza people, but at the same time, like, I think even the Forza people were pissed off when they found out that like the new update, the new expansion is gonna be Legos. I mean, me personally, I was like, alright, I can dig it, because I love Legos. When I was a kid, the Legos were like the coolest thing ever. And I basically played every different like Lego series, like, you know, Indiana Jones, Batman, Star Wars, all that type of stuff. But I would have been pissed off if like, or when I like came to E3 expecting some crazy new cars and like different people. Like, they could have thrown Danica Patrick in there from NASCAR. I bet you people would have gone wild, but no, they were just like, yeah, no, let's go to Legos. I don't know too much about that type of stuff because I don't have an Xbox, but I guess that's cool to some people. Let's see, what games did they show off yesterday? I'm looking at the Xbox account right now, or the channel right now, to see all the games and see if they like strike any memories. I didn't really see Baldo because I came in, like I left and then came back in, and they weren't really saying anything about Baldo. I remember that one flying game, I forget what it was called. It looked nice though. It was basically the spiritual successor of Journey, If you ever play Journey, that's a beautiful game. It's weird and different, but it's beautiful. Let's see, don't remember any of this. Jumanji's nothing. Citizens of Space, that actually looks pretty interesting because I played Citizens of Earth and that game's fun as heck. Flight Simulator. I mean, who hasn't played this on their on the computers at school like at least once? I don't think I know anybody who can say that they have it. I guess it'll be fun. I just didn't expect it to be a seller at E3. You know, it's just kind of like something you do in your spare time when you really don't want to pay attention in class, but you want something to do. That's what Flight Simulator's for. Oh yeah, they have that new Xbox controller. Kind of looks like a Switch Pro controller. So I was just like, oh, okay, so it was something we've seen before. Me personally, I haven't I don't really think it's gonna change the game that much, but people prefer stuff like that. That's fine. That's cool. I'm not really expecting much from it. Let me check my audio real quick. Change the game that much, but people prefer stuff like that. That's fine. That's cool. Not really. All right, the audio seems okay. Let's see. I want people to comment and let me know what they felt about yesterday's thing. Me personally, I just watched it because I want to be caught up on E3 and stuff like that. Even if I don't have an Xbox, it's I still want to know what's going on, what's new, what's hip. I know I just cringed when I said that. Let's see. Okay. So I haven't been keeping up with anything regarding Star Wars because the last game I bought in the Star Wars series was the original Battlefront. Not the original, but the one that came out a few years ago. And that game was lackluster, honestly. There's a whole bunch of stuff that's just missing from it. And so I think that's why the player base died, at least to me personally. I remember 2 or 3 times playing with other people, and then one time I brought it over to my friend's house, and then, that's it. I don't have many memories about it. But it's okay. It's it's not too bad. I just was expecting more from it. And then 2, my friend has it, and he says it's good. It has certain things, certain elements that make it a little bit different from the original, but ultimately it's just a continuation of the first game. So when I saw The Fallen Order, all of my memories started flooding back from The Force Unleashed. And dude, if they make a Force Unleashed type game, I swear that game's gonna be. I think it could be a contender for Game of the Year. I know that's a big claim, and then there's no way I can know oh, how is this gonna go this way? Oh, how do you know that it's gonna be that way? I honestly don't. But in honesty, I feel like it could contend because The Force Unleashed was freaking dope. I don't remember how well the second one did. I don't think it did as well as the first one. But the second one was freaking amazing. The first one was freaking amazing. Even with all the QTEs and the weird, because I played the Wii version. Yeah, I know I'm stupid. With all the weird motion controls and stuff like that. But it was freaking fun. You go around murdering mass amounts of stormtroopers and Jedis and, well, not Jedis. You play a couple Jedis. Droids and all type of enemies. It's super dope. I don't understand why anybody wouldn't play that type of game, especially if they like adventure games. And then the non-canonical story, it could fit in the cinematic universe. Or at least to me personally, I really like Starkiller. He was a cool character. That's why they brought him into Soul Calibur. I'm about to post this on Twitter. See who joins. So, oh yeah, Keanu Reeves coming in for, okay, this almost made me just like say, okay, I'm gonna buy an Xbox because I think Cyberpunk 2077 or something like that. I don't know. Cyberpunk is gonna be a dope game. Yeah, 2077. Okay, I was right. And then at the last second, because I didn't recognize who I was looking at when he was like, "Come on, we have a city to burn." And then like I saw him come out, like out the smoke. I was like, "Is that supposed to be John Wick?" And then Keanu Reeves comes out with his wholesome self and talking about like, "You were breathtaking." That was adorable, bro. I don't care what you say. That whole thing was freaking amazing. What else did he do? Oh, yeah, but like the trailer for that game, it just looks good. I just need to see gameplay because I want to know what I'm getting myself into. I thought it was gonna be like a GTA-esque type game where any crazy thing can happen. I don't know what it's gonna be. Like, I hope they don't focus on one like aspect over the others, where like you go around shooting people in cars or if you're trying to rob banks, but like they make it they spread out all the stuff that they're doing, because that's gonna be pretty dope if they can pull off like a GTA type game with an open world and like so many side quests you can do and different customization options. It doesn't have to be GTA, and it's probably nothing like GTA, but I just think those aspects from Rockstar's games usually do very well, like GTA 4 or GTA 5, the second Red Dead Redemption, which I haven't played or seen any gameplay. Like, I want to say like maybe 1 or 2 missions of gameplay of, and like 1 side story, but that's it.
36
and yet
days.
it's doing
That's
so
how long
freaking
it
well
takes the
that
average company
a guy
to
just
pay
got
on time.
oh shoot, let me turn this
Glassdoor can
down.
help you quickly find the right
The guy just got
half the resumes from 62.
a song like really popular off of that. So a guy just got oh shoot, let me turn this down. The guy just got a song like really popular. Okay, so I took it off. Sorry, I had to make sure. Alright, so I am just hype for so many different games that's coming out right now. Me personally, I don't think I will be purchasing an Xbox anytime soon, but at the same time, I wouldn't mind like getting one because like some of those games look pretty awesome. I had a friend who was always trying to get me to get one because he said no one's on PlayStation anymore. We should try this now. I'm like, buddy, you shouldn't just buy a whole console because all your friends are gone. You know how many solo games you can play by yourself? I'm still trying to get through Bloodborne, and I've had that game for about 2 years. I mean, not saying that it took me 2 years to get where I am right now, but at the same time, I have I have been taking my time with it, and that's something I can't do on Xbox. So I'm glad to have my PlayStation in order to play Bloodborne, because that game is freaking fun. Now, I know it's not considered horror or anything like that, but like I was starved of that stuff as a kid, so like even stuff that like even remotely resembles horror, I try to get behind it if it doesn't scare me too much, because I'm gonna be honest, I can be a scaredy cat sometimes. And it's only because, like I said, I was starved from it as a kid. We weren't allowed to play stuff like that, religious household and whatnot, which is a good thing, you know. Kept me who made me who I am today, so not complaining. Just sometimes I wish I could play certain games and not have to worry about if I'm gonna get kicked out the house. But regardless of all that, where was I going on at this point? Oh, basically, like I probably could get an Xbox at some time. I just feel like with this like Project Scarlet, which is gonna be my next point where I'm getting to. Like, with this coming out, should I really like spend all my money on a Xbox, the newest console, and all that jazz, and then just to get it for like a handful of games, and then it's completely irrelevant, and they stop producing on it, just to go to Scarlet, and now I gotta spend like another like $500, $600, might be even $700, and then like have no games on that. Like that's my whole deal. Like I feel like I should wait until like there's a decent amount of games that come on it. Well, then again, they were talking about that, what was it, that Ultimate package or whatever, and like it comes to like 100 games or something like that. I think that was just like talking about Scarlet, right? Or maybe it's talking about It's supposed to be like PlayStation. I forget what it's called. PlayStation Plus, where like you get 2 free games a month. That was pretty cool. It didn't like. That's actually. I don't think that's how I got Bloodborne. I think I got it because I bought it with my money. I don't remember because it's been such a long time since I've had it. But I've gotten pretty far in that game. I'm thinking once I beat it and get into New Game Plus, maybe starting like a playthrough on my channel. I still gotta get through freaking Octopath, which I honestly, I'll be honest with you, it's coming out, or it's already come out on Steam. For the longest time, I was kind of mad about it because I really wanted it to be like a Nintendo exclusive. But then I realized, excuse me, that like if that starts getting really popular on Steam and stuff like that, then we'll have more people in the player base, it'll become more popular, and maybe we'll get even more DLC and more stuff like that, even maybe a continuation of the series. So that works out in my favor, to me at least. I'm happy for people who get to see these new games. But what else did they do that like really shocked the heck out of me? You know, Cyberpunk looks pretty cool. I'll definitely like watch it and see if it interests me enough to buy a Xbox, but I feel like that would be a waste of money since it's probably gonna die soon and the new one's not gonna have any games to like keep me going yet. Not saying it's a bad console before people go yelling in my comments talking about you don't know what you're talking about, blah, blah, blah. Alright, whatever. Oh, okay, Destroy All Humans. That was a freaking good trailer. I didn't play the original, but I wanted to so bad. So I will definitely be watching out for that, seeing what stuff can happen with that. Dang, they show all these like developers, but like they're not showing any of the games, which is kind of like confusing. Let's see. I'll be honest with you, some of the games that they were showing were like really, really dry. So it's like what did they start off with that? Oh yeah, that Minecraft game. I haven't really even played the original Minecraft. Like I had the Pocket Edition and like that's it. I will say I customized the heck out of the Pocket Edition. Like I had my own server, my own world and stuff like that. It was like a cool adventure game. But now they're trying to do that with Minecraft. I'm like, okay, but you guys have done literally everything else with the brand. Like he's basically in every like reference in every game now. You've got the story, which I'm pretty sure Telltale is done with because Telltale is screwed, which is so sad. I miss them. But like you guys should like calm down on the Minecraft stuff and like move on to something else. To me personally, it's not gonna hurt me if they don't, because I feel like either way the game's not gonna do as well as they want it to. Even with all the kids in their player base, I don't think they're like you know, oh, it's set in a Minecraft world where you run around and slay things and get gold and weapons and new items. Da 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 da. It's so cool. Like, I don't know, like to me personally, it's just like, okay, that's a gimmick. And once the gimmick gets over and people are stop mooning over it, they're swooning, it's gonna be done. So that's just me personally. What else? What else can I talk about on their presentation? I want to say like it wasn't cringy. It wasn't cringy. Even the Jacksepticeye part, that part was wholesome. I actually enjoyed that part very much. So, what do you say? He's like a forecast of gamers. I really want to like get somebody. If I can't do it myself, I want somebody to get that for me and like green screen it and let me know, because I will meme the heck out of that if I can. It was wholesome to me. What else did they do? That was like I said, it wasn't cringy. I feel like, what was his name? Spencer or whatever, the leader. You see, I think he was a little nervous because he kept like repeating certain lines and it was kind of like off-putting for me. But it was like, you know, it's not a bad thing. What else? What else? Oh man, I'm so tired. It's early in the morning. Or at least early for me. I know it's like 9:14. It's like almost half the morning's done. But like, you gotta understand where I'm coming from. I don't get up this early anymore. I used to get up at like 6, and I lost motivation, and here I am. That's okay though. Let's see. What were they talking about? Oh, that premium package, like, so it comes with 100 games and stuff like that. That's cool. You want to update your library, but you gotta. What are you gonna do for the people who already have like 10 of those games? Like some of the games up there was like the Handsome Collection. I already have that. What else was there? And then like the PC ones seem like whack in comparison to the Xbox ones. Like what the heck was that? Like, because the PC ones, they got what did they get? They got this weird game called like I mean, like, maybe it's weird to me. Like, I think it was like a Civilization type game, and then like some weird soccer game. And I was like, I don't think anybody plays these on PC, because it wasn't like FIFA. So it's like a lot of people don't really stray from like the main title games. So even me personally, I don't play FIFA at all, but I know like it's probably one of the most popular games in recent history, just because of how like people treat sports games in comparison to other ones. So me personally, that was a little weird. It was okay though. The entire thing was okay. I was reading the comments when I was watching it myself, and it was like a lot of people were saying, "Oh, they already lost. I'm like, I mean, like, give them a chance. You don't know how it could go. They could change it up, find some new stuff that'll break the mold and whatnot." That's just how I felt. I feel like I should move on to the Nintendo predictions and stuff like that. But I feel like it's gonna be completely biased, because everybody, if you don't know what I want by now, it's because I haven't explained it enough. But everybody knows I seriously want I was about to say Minecraft. Animal Crossing for the new Switch. I cannot stress enough how badly I have wanted that game on my system. So bad. Like, I don't know if you would call it a playthrough, but I will definitely be playing it enough that people will realize I am seriously addicted to it. When I had New Leaf, I didn't want to go outside, I didn't want to eat. I seriously lost about like 20 to 30 pounds, which is not healthy, but like in a good way it was, because I was overweight when I first started. I lost a good amount of like weight because all I did was like play Animal Crossing and nothing else. Hold on, I'm hitting some people up. Excuse me. But yeah, no, I seriously want the new Animal Crossing. Let's actually get into detail about what I want to see in that game. Because me personally, I feel like with all the upgrades that they have in this new era, it's gonna be like amazing, regardless of what people say. I think in these Fever Talks, which I just came up with that name last night, I'm gonna start inviting people, like via Discord or like other ways, just so I can have people to talk with, like communicate and stuff like that. Because I feel like that would make for a better show than just me rambling on for an hour. I gotta figure out how to set up Discord to Streamlabs. I honestly prefer Elgato, because it's customized to the way I like it, even if it doesn't have like all the what's it called? Like, it doesn't have all the overlays and stuff like that. I still prefer it this way than the way I have it. I still prefer it to Elgato than the way I have it now, because this one is like messed up. Let's see, I can hit my buddy John up. Again, I apologize for like stop talking, because I got some people I want to see if they want to join. Okay, that's fine. I'll just keep it the way it is. All right, let's keep going with this live presentation. Talking about Animal Crossing and whatnot. Okay, so what do I want to see from the new Animal Crossing? I don't really have any like specifics. I guess I could just ramble on until I find something that I would enjoy seeing. Okay, so certain customizations, such as like, I know this is gonna sound like super preachy or whatever, but like certain customizations, such as like color of character, the way that your character can display height and stuff like that, and like how they look physically is very important to me, because like at the same time, yeah, you can just throw in some random like costume and like have all these different hairstyles and stuff like that. That's cool, but like sometimes I want to just be represented the way that I look in real life, because you know Animal Crossing is a game that you like to your design. So if I want to have a person of color with a short haircut and a decent smile, and I shouldn't have to like, you know, going through hoops, because like I think in one of the games, I think it was New Leaf, you had to like go to this lady and have her change everything for you. And I don't even think you could change your color in that game, which was kind of disappointing and not like hurting the game in any way, because that game is still perfect to me. Like it is by far one of my favorite games of all time. But I would like to have some customization in that way. Let me not be in debt to Tom Nook. Yes, he's an endearing character. Yes, it's a reoccurring thing that makes the game have like some focus. But at the same time, I would very much like to have another reason to like go for currency other than I owe this guy a lot of money because he made me a house. I mean, I don't know. It's just like I feel like he should be retired by now, with all the money that he's been laundering from people for so many freaking years. How about we rob him? That would be fun, right? Right. Wouldn't that be fun to just rob Tom Nook? Because I'm getting tired of him like coming around and talking about yada yada yada. You owe me this much. Don't worry, you can do it at your own leisure. Oh yeah, it's at my own leisure, but I can't upgrade anything. That sounds great. I see it's already stucking up because of all the stuff I have on the screen. That sucks. So I have to deal with this because this is the only way I can chat without having to worry about how to do it without having a game open. So I'm okay with this. I'll accept it this way. But yeah, no, like I like Tom Nook a lot, but I wish there was something else driving me. Like I don't know. I just got a recent new job, and like keeping up that job and coming in every day. Dude, that would be great. I mean, it would be hard because I have a lot of stuff I have to do in real life, including work and school and quitting my job and work actual school. Like, and then trying to like come into work every day at what if that was the new hold on, I'm coming up with something now. What if that was the new thing that we got to work on in the new game? Like, you can just find a whole bunch of different jobs in the city. So instead of just like, you know, running a coffee shop, now you can work with this Resetti, and you go around talking to players who have been like not resetting their game, or they've been resetting their games without saving, and like you get to do all this different dialogue and stuff like that, and get different clothing and like his uniform, and then like you get to go to the city and work on construction with the Lloyds, who like different construction sites call for different things, and so you're basically building your city with different jobs. That's what you should be. Like, the game should be about you being a trader, and you have all these different skills, and so people are calling upon you to come work on these different matters. I feel like that would be a great game right there. I mean, sure, you'd be busy the whole time, but like, who the heck cares? That's the whole point of Animal Crossing. And then using the money that you get from your jobs, you're able to like buy items and stuff like that. So my frames are dropping. I gotta figure out how to fix my settings for something like this. I don't even think I have a lot on my screen, so I don't know how they're dropping like that, but it's okay. But yeah, no, that would be fun. Just like running around and trying your best to. Oh no, to me personally, I feel like that would be cool. Let's see. What else could you do in the game besides just, having jobs? I guess you could run around and meet new people and try to recruit them to work with you. That would be pretty cool. And like you have to like say different dialogue because you're not speaking, but like you have like text dialogue. And saying different dialogue will affect them, and like the more you recruit, the more you holy crap, I'm coming up with a really, really good idea. So the more people you recruit, the more good you look at your boss's eyes, and you start getting upgraded into higher positions at your job. And then eventually you become the CEO of some like company, and you start going to programs and like different meetings with people of other companies, and you guys start trading ideas. And so eventually you have all these like...
Have you thought about pursuing your MBA, but don't think you have the time? William and Mary...
Like different, you start going to different programs and stuff, and you guys start trading, and then eventually all this like new construction start coming into your city. That would be pretty cool. What else could you do? I mean, like everything in general about the game could be cool. Like, I don't know, add a swimming pool. I know there's like a bunch of water you can swim in and stuff like that. That's pretty cool already. But like, add a swimming pool. Like I said, with the construction where you'd be working with the Lloyds. Wouldn't it be cool to like build a pool or like build a house, and then like because if it's a real time, you actually run around and in like a couple of days you come together and actually make the house come together. Because I wouldn't want to work on a house for like 10 months and then have somebody move in like 10 months later. Like maybe they should have like a pass where like, oh, if you spend this voucher, then here's the freemium games talking. If you spend this voucher, then you can get this done in like a day, and you just come and see the results tomorrow. You could be a gardener, which you already are by just playing Animal Crossing by itself. But like you can be like a professional gardener, so you have all these tools that you don't have in previous games. Like you can outroot like different like have a spray that kills weeds and stuff like that. You could have a tool that helps you capture certain bugs so that they can pollinate your flowers. You could have a watering can that not only it upgrades like your flowers and like changes them so that they can cross-pollinate with other flowers and stuff like that, but like they specifically cross-pollinate with certain flowers to get certain colors. I know this is just like off the top of my head, so it's like sounds rambly, but this would all be pretty cool to me. What else jobs could you do? You could do like, oh, okay, what's that one guy named? Like Dr. Schultz or something like that? You could be like his manager, and so like give him confidence boost, or like tell him that this act wasn't good enough, so that way you can get more emotes and stuff like that. Or KK Slider's manager. That would be freaking cool. Like you get to hang out with the coolest character in the entire game, and then like one day he appreciates you, so he gives you his guitar. I think that would be pretty ballin'. I'm trying to think like all the different jobs you could have. Okay, that Panther chick who's got like the mystical ball. Basically, you go around and you're like sweeping her tent and stuff, and then eventually you start finding all these random items, and they give you like different effects in the game. Like this effect makes it rain so that your plants grow faster. If you find like this certain ball, it makes it so that you never slip or fall anymore. If you find this monkey's paw, then all of a sudden more villagers start moving into your town more frequently. Like that would be pretty cool. But like this, I feel like this game should be centered around like jobs, specifically because if they do something like that, then you'll have a motivation rather than, oh, Tom Nook, we just owe him a load of money and we gotta excavate all these flowers and bugs and fruit just so we can pay him back. Instead, we're actually working and making the money for ourselves, and then paying off loans on our own time. Wouldn't that be cool? That's just how I feel. I don't know. I may be wrong, and this may just be like a rambling of a random person at 9 a.m. in the morning, but that's just how I feel would like change the game up. Vehicles. That would definitely be a plus. Especially when it's like, what, 9:59 p.m. and you're trying to get to the shop right before it closes. Oh, okay. Well, all that's hard spent money that I worked on to get at my jobs, I now bought a scooter. And I can use the scooter to get to the shop, which is on the other side of town, before the shop closes. Like, introduce some new characters. Like, you know how Isabelle was the big-ish for, like, what, like 5 to 6 years? So, like, let's get some more characters in there. Because I don't think I hear anybody talking about that otter chick. Like, I don't even know her name. That's how little I hear about her. But, you know, I'm sure, like, there's a fan base for her. So, you know, let's introduce some new cute characters that'll really change the game up. Allow people to, like, get into new characters. Like, what's that one girl? Medley? I know she was a playable character. Or sorry, not playable character, but, like, she was a usable, like, you could use her to, like, add her to your town permanently if you had, like, the amiibo for her. I think that's what it was. And that's pretty daggone cool. You can, like, turn this amiibo into an actual person in your town, and she gives you all this different loot for just having her there with, like, Zelda themes. Let's do that with more characters. They already did the Samus stuff. I'm sure for a fact that there's Mario stuff. I know I had the star and the 1-up mushroom. But, like, let's get some obscure games. Like, let's get some, I say obscure, but they have a fan base. Like, let's get some Fire Emblem in there. Let's get some, let's see. Okay, let's get some Pikmin stuff in there. Like, you know, have a Pikmin suit, or have a Pikmin-shaped umbrella, or have an Olimar mask, and have an Olimar bed. You know, let's change up the way the game is showed with, like, different types of you know, representation in other you know, other games. Because I feel like the more we do stuff like that, the more likely people from those fan bases will come join to, like, see the fun and whatnot. That's just how I feel. Okay, but moving on, because I think I've done the tangent for Animal Crossing, and that was to me that's a pretty good idea for, like, the game itself. But let's see, what else other stuff that they could talk about. I don't want to get into the Smash character just yet, because that's going to be another tangent, I know for a fact. Okay, Dragalia Lost. Now, I know half of y'all don't know what the heck that is, but Dragalia Lost is a mobile game that is playable on iPhone and Android. That is a Nintendo license by Lydia Games, I think that's what they're called. And it is an real-time RPG, 3D model, story-driven game. And it's freaking fun. They just recently had a crossover with, what's it called? Fire Emblem. And I have never been so pressed to get Marth, Alphonse, Veronica, Fjorn, and like get all of their characters inside of a game, because I didn't even know half of them existed until they did this crossover. I'm pretty sure they're from the Fire Emblem mobile game, which I haven't played, but it might excite me enough to get into it, just because of how much fun I had, like, playing on this game. Because they're all freaking broken. Like, Alphonse, he's like my #1 character on my team. And that's because he's also one of the high tier characters in a game that he's not even originally from. Also, the music, oh my gosh, don't get me started. I could be on a tangent for this forever. But basically, like, they killed it with the music in this one. There's a Fire Emblem themed crossover, which I made a fire tweet about. I was like, not even like nobody, not even Fire Emblem, not even Smash Brothers, Fire Emblem Cross Dragalia Lost OST, and it's just like this fire like test. It's a slash rap slash Fire Emblem thing that like the ones you hear in Smash Brothers. Fire Emblem, like they did a rap to that in Japanese. And I don't understand a word they're saying, but it's fire, and I'm dancing to it in my room. And my mom like yells at me because I'm making too much noise, but it's fire. But yeah, I don't know. I had a great time. I play it every once in a while. And when I do, I get stuck on it for like days at a time because they have so much stuff. If it wasn't like freemium, like most games on the phone are, I would be playing it consistently enough that I probably wouldn't have videos on this channel. I am making that claim because it's freaking fun. They're currently doing a event right now where you can unlock the certain characters. They did the same thing with Fire Emblem, but like basically you have this character on your team, and you have to get a certain amount of points to keep them like forever, and you have to do it within these days. So if you can get it done in between this day and this day, then you'll be able to keep them forever. If not, then you'll have to say goodbye to them. I was able to do it for Alphonse, even though it took me days and days and days of just like working stupidly hard to get this character to stay, but it worked. So I'm not complaining. I do want this character though, so I should probably like right after this like start working on that. But it's freaking fun. I hope they make like some like update to it. Honestly, the main character, his name is Yuden, or I hope I'm pronouncing it right. I would like to see him in Smash. Now, hold on before you like bust a gat. I didn't say I want to see him as a character. I didn't say he has to be the next DLC character. I just want to see him Smash it at all. Shoot, he could be a freaking what are they called? Sys Trophy for all I care. I just think he's a cool character, and since he's Nintendo, he should be in the game. He has like he's kind of like that Prince character who like he has a strong sense of justice, so he's always like super like self-right and whatnot. And this game takes place in like an alternate world where like characters still talking like he and hence and forth and fourth wind and whatnot. So like he's pretty cool to me. And then also, if they wanted to make him a character, which I would not be mad at, they could like have him in the trailer talking to Marth, because I know so many people in the comments are gonna be like, bro, how does he know Marth? Is this another Fire Emblem character? Blah, 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 blah. But like, because in the crossover, he becomes friends with Marth, Alphonse, Veronica, and Fjorn. And if you guys don't understand, if you've played the Fire Emblem game, you don't understand, because I'm pretty sure they're at war in that game. Basically, Veronica loses her memories, and so she has no idea that she's at war with Alphonse. So they're like sort of friends until they make it back to the other world. And Loki is at her evil tricks again. Like I said, I've never played the other Fire Emblem game, so I don't know. But that's what I've gotten from the story so far. It was fun while the event lasted, and I got a lot of experience and stuff like that off of it. But like, these bosses can get stupidly hard. All I'm saying is like, I hope they make some update about that. I don't think this is gonna be the platform that they do this on, but it would be pretty cool. I wish they would make more information about Cuphead, because Cuphead is now on the Switch. So hopefully he gets at least some information that will help us figure out what's the next move with Cuphead on like the DLC. Like maybe show us a boss or two, or like tell us like what's gonna be happening. The DLC is like the world gonna change, or we're gonna get a new like section, something like that. Is this before or after the fight with the devil? Like that would be cool to see that type of info. Like I don't know, I'm just rambling here, so like you can ignore me if you want to, but it would be weird if you were on my channel ignoring me. Let's see, what else do I want to see? I want to see some Metroid info, because I have never played a Metroid game all the way through. I've played them before, but I haven't played any of them all the way through. So I will be for sure getting this Metroid, because I think it's going to be interesting no matter what way it turns out. I've always seen like I knew the one on the 3DS did freaking well. I knew the original ones on like the GBA, they usually did well. Metroid M story was like garbage, so it didn't do well. But I've always wanted to try one. I have played a couple of the DS ones, and they were okay. I didn't really get through them because they like made me sick the way that the camera worked. But yeah, no, I will definitely be getting it. Whether I'll be playing it on stream or just by myself, I don't know yet. Maybe if I see some support and people are like, "Hey, come play this, please," I would appreciate it. Yeah, sure, why not? I don't have anything against it. What else do I want to see? Okay, so the Splatfest. I haven't been like covering Splatoon as much as I thought I would. Maybe I'll upload more, but I just gotta see if people are like actually care about it. I mean, even if they don't, like if I want to play Splatoon, I'm gonna play Splatoon because it's fun. But like, I wasn't expecting the Splatfest to be so soon because I'm pretty sure Splatoon came out in 2017, right? So that's kind of fast for the final Splatfest already. But you know, I'm not complaining. You know, just something that caught my eye. Let's see. Oh, make a new F-Zero game. I don't care how long it takes you guys, just make one. That will blow the entire crowd away, I promise you. Nobody will be more excited than the F-Zero fans because they've been waiting even longer than us Animal Crossing fans. I promise you I'll buy it and I'll play it live. Probably on my Twitch, but you know, it's better than, you know, waiting for decades and not getting any information about your beloved series. I think I already made this announcement, but I need to make it again because I just realized the reason that nobody knows about this announcement is because I redacted that video. Essentially, I will be playing both Sword and Shield. I have decided that one of them I will for certain be doing a playthrough of. Whether or not you guys want me to do a playthrough on the other game as well, you'll have to let me know. I don't know how it'll work because playing two games at once is going to get super confusing. But I'm willing to do that because I love my subscribers and I'm sure they love me too. I think it's going to be an interesting concept because, you know, I've seen a lot of people, they'll play like you know, black and then they'll play white on another day. I think I don't remember who did it, but like they did a not Soul Sapphire, but Alpha Sapphire, and they did a Omega Ruby separate playthroughs, and they got super popular. I know the Pokemon community in general is super special, and so like it would be great to like have some support there, because I've always wanted to do a Pokemon playthrough, but I've never had the equipment nor the time or the place more than I do now. Not saying I'm going to be able to consistently upload stuff like that because editing and whatnot and getting this and going to school, it's going to be difficult, but I think I'll try my hardest for certain. Let's see. All that being said, I am definitely doing a playthrough on it for certain.
This is your breakfast wake-up call from Panera Bread. Don't start your day with
no, let's not talk about Panera Bread. That's going to get me confused. Let's see. I mean, I heard we're gonna get some type of information regarding indie games. I don't remember who told me that, but I mean that's evident. Indie games usually get a lot of representation from Nintendo, which is a good thing. You know, it's different, and it's not just the same three main title games. You know what I'm thinking about getting, but I'm kind of like hesitant because I feel like another game is going to be coming out. I want to try Xenoblade. I had the chance to buy it when I was like 14 or 15, I think. Maybe a little older than that. But like the Wii game was on sale by then. And I wanted to buy it badly, but like I didn't have enough money or I didn't have enough knowledge on it to buy it. Even though I've always heard so many good things about it. So I'm a little mad at myself for not doing so. But at the same time, like, I heard as well as that first one did, the second two didn't do nearly as well. Not to say that they didn't do good at all, but like they just don't compare to the original game. But I feel like, me personally, I would rather play X or X2. Just because I like, one, like the art style. Two, I like the character Rex. He seems pretty cool. or from what I've seen in like trailers and stuff like that. And then they have like that whole crossover between Shulk and his name and Rex, right? So that would be pretty cool. So I'm hesitant because I feel like either I should wait this one out, get all the DLC and play that for me, or I should just buy it now and just play it and experience it, because I know a lot of people want like they've wanted to play for themselves and they just don't have the ability to do so. Oh, I am buying the Fire Emblem and I'm playing that for sure. I really love Fire Emblem. I played one of the yeah, I know this is not correct way to play it, but I had one of the ROMs for the one that has Lyn in it, and I felt deeply in love with it. Can't say I know much about it or that I'm like super deep into the lore, but I will for certain defend to the ground that I'm getting that game, and I'm going to be Team Valor or the other two, because I can't remember their names. I didn't really get that far in Pokemon Go, but I'm joining one of their schools because I definitely want to get this game. It looks pretty to me, and I think the OST was really nice too. Let's see. But yeah, no, I'm definitely getting Fire Emblem. I don't want to go into detail because I don't know much about it, so it would just sound foolish to like talk about a game that I barely know the basics of, other than like axes defeat lances, lances defeat swords, or something like that. I'll probably just butcher that whole situation right there. But regardless, I'm getting that game. And I already said I already have both games. Like I purchased both games. I pre-purchased both games for Sword and Shield. So doing those playthroughs. Now let's get on to what has probably been on everybody's mind since Sakurai's little announcement a couple days ago. Hold on for a second. Alright, I think we're back. Who is going to be the next DLC character? I have a few characters who I want personally, a few characters who I think they are going to be it, and characters I know for a fact they aren't going to be. Alright, here's some of the characters I want. I want Cuphead, Sora, Girl from a Hat in Time, and who else do I want? When I say Sora, I also mean like a Roxas costume, so that's that, because if you don't know, Roxas is my favorite fictional character. And who is the fourth person? I don't really have this list down because I haven't really thought it through, but I know those three characters for certain. If I were to name 5, it would be those 3. Then it would be not Conquer. That would be a waste. Dang, I don't know. Like they could just throw a curveball, and I'd probably be like, "Whoa!" Oh, Bloodborne Hunter. Bloodborne Hunter for sure. Yeah. I know that's crazy talk, but like, just hear me out in a second. And I can't name a 5th. I feel like I had it down, but like because I don't think about this too often, I don't really like go into detail about it. Oh, Yuden. There we go. Alright, I was just talking about him earlier. I don't know why I didn't think about it right now. But yeah, no. So Cuphead, he's beautiful. There's so many things they could do with his character just because of all the different customizations he has in his own game. The dash and the smoke dash. His recovery could be like the little soul lift thing that he does with his Super 3. What else? Or his Super Art 3, if you don't know what I'm talking about. They could have so many what's his name? Mugman costumes and like costumes for like different characters like the Devil and King Dice, and like it would just like there's the possibilities are endless. Ooh, put Miss Chalice in as a costume. There we go. But okay, so that's set in stone. That's why I want that character. He's just so great. And then the music, oh my god, dude. If they used any stages from the game, I would want let's see. What's a stage they could use? Because I'm trying to think of one that you can both fall underneath. It's actually more difficult than I expected. I was thinking like maybe they could use Floral Fury and like actually have I forget what she's called, but basically have the plant actually come out and like attack you from underneath the ground and stuff like that. Like that would be cool. And then Floral Fury is also one of the greatest tracks in the entire game, so that for certain I would love that in there. Who else could they have? Okay, so I already said that for Cuphead. I'm gonna move on to another character. A Hat in Time. So I am subscribed to this guy named Tom Hawks. He is super hilarious. Everything he does is just really, really cool. And he did this playthrough of A Hat in Time, and I was super addicted. I watched the entire thing all the way through, and I was happy from beginning to end. The game looks clean. I can't wait for the Switch port, which I've been asking the devs for a really long time now. Like I'm sorry for bugging you guys on Twitter because I just really want to know when the game comes out because I want to try it for myself. But it's super clean. There is so much movement that this girl could do. You don't even have to worry about costumes because she literally can change costumes with different items in the game. Like I said, there's so many things you could do with her character. Like her umbrella, the bombs, the freaking like slide dash that she does, her double jump, her speedy run hat, like her flying hat, like that she has that. Like I said, there's so much stuff you can do with her. Oh, I think she has yo-yos too, or something like that. But yeah, like there's so much stuff you can do with her. I would love to see her. Also, her personality is so much fun. Maybe have her like summon Mustache Girl and like the Snatcher, and like they do like some super together where they shoot like a laser beam, like the one from the last final boss where he shoots like those lasers in random areas. That would be pretty cool. Also, you don't even have to worry about picking a track because all of its music is great. I guess if you wanted a stage, it could be like the village from like with the Yetis and stuff like that. That would be pretty cool. I would like that. Or the movie star stage, where you're jumping from city top to city top. I would love that. But yeah, have Hat Girl. That would be great. Appreciate it. Deuces. Now I said Cuphead. Sora. I have wanted Sora in this game since Smash Brawl. Okay, I don't know if you guys understand how much Kingdom Hearts means to me. It is my second favorite game series of all time. Like I said, Roxas is my favorite fictional character. I have so much emotion poured into this character's living situation. And now that I know he's been leaked to be a playable character, you have no idea how far I'm going to be gone missing for like a couple months now. Just playing, even if it's just that one mission where you're fighting, what's his name? Zayax? I don't care. I just miss playing my boy Roxas. But like, yeah, like have Sora. I used to hate him when I was younger because like the whole with him, like Roxas needs to stop existing so that Sora can live. I used to hate that, but like I'm over it. I really like this character. Use his 3 form. Have like costumes from 1 and 2. He can do all the stuff like Ragnarok and Thundaga, Fire-Raga, Blizzaga, Reflecta, Daga. Like he's basically got the moves covered. You can have so many different things like the link system and summons, or just have the what's it called? The Dream Eaters come in and like attack for him or something like that. Like I'm saying, like you don't have to worry about the attack system with him. You could do the Bell Tower from Traverse Town. Yeah, you could have the Bell Tower as that is the stage. You could have the world that's something asleep. I forget what it's called. It's been such a while since I played 3. But you could, like, there's so many stages you could, like, choose from. But, Hollow Bastion, you could play, ooh, this would be a great crossover with Disney, too. But, no, I wouldn't do any Disney stages. That would probably get sued. Like, there's so many, like, iconic stages you could play. Destiny Islands, there we go. Have Destiny Islands as a stage. Have Sora's theme, have Roxas's theme, all, re-orchestrated, please. I love Smash Brothers Orchestra. They're so beautiful. They're really good artists. And of course, since it's an island, you know, there's going to be water and stuff like that. But let's see. But yeah, no. Sora is pretty spoken for. I don't think you really need to go into detail about him. Okay, this one's going to be a little harder because he is I say he, but this character is a PlayStation exclusive. But I would love to see the Hunter from Bloodborne join in. I feel like with the different weapons that he has at their disposal, not to mention they could have the Cleric Beast and the Bridge in Yharnam as a stage, and have the Cleric Beast as a stage boss. The music would be beautiful. Of course, you gotta have the Cleric Beast's theme, Bloodstarved Beast. Like, there's just so much stuff you could do. You could have Gascoigne's theme. And then, like, so his moveset, I've already had one in mind for a while. Like, you could use alright, so his recovery would be the little cannon that's used 4 shots. And, like, I guess the first 2 shots are going to be weaker. But, like, the more shots you use off, the farther his recovery gets. So you can only get really far with his the 4th shot. And, like, with that also multiplies the damage. I know that's not how it works in the game, but I'm just thinking of, like, recoveries for him. Because he doesn't really jump too far. That could be, like, his weakness. Like, he has a stupid amounts of attack and parrying, but at the same time, he can, his jump is, like, ridiculously bad. But, so, alright, here's his moveset to me, personally. So, neutral B will be, like, a dagger or, like, one of the bombs that doesn't go very far in distance, but, like, does decent damage. His side B could be, let's see, a slash of the Shikage. And, like, if you charge it, it takes out your blood, but, like, it does more damage. Down B for sure is going to be parry, but it's going to put them in the state kind of like reuse, what's it called? Focus attack. I already explained his up B. Tilts would just be, like, different attacks with, like, the saw cleaver and, like, stuff like that. His side B could be, like, him opening up the saw cleaver and, like, slashing sort of like a Doria. Oh my god, imagine Doria from him. His up smash could be, like, him using the, I forget what it's called. It's something rig. It's just like, it's basically a saw. The saw rig, I think that's what it's called. Where it just slashes upwards. His down smash with him using the Blades of Mercy, and the more times you use it, the more damage it does. But that would go against scaling, so I don't know about that. He would have a really good dodge that could go, like, far in distance and rolling and stuff like that. What's something that they could do to make him stand out? So if you maybe if you press dash backwards, then, like, he'll do a back roll. Or if you hold a button, he can lock onto his enemy. That would be pretty cool. Or, like, maybe instead of having his neutral attack be a actual attack, he could, like, do different items like Bone Ash, which makes your gun shoot more damage. Or, like, you can I forget, it's like certain items that make your weapon stronger. Or one where you can sacrifice all your blood echoes and restart anew. And so, like, sacrificing your blood echoes in this game would, like, actually heal you. That would be pretty cool. I don't know, that's just me. And I already said I want the stage as the old Yharnam. Maybe have random beasts attack you at certain points. But you know, I think that would be pretty cool. Let's see. And Yuden, I feel like I shouldn't go into too much detail because I want people to play the game for themselves. Because I really think people would enjoy playing Dragalia Lost. It has a lot of things that differ from other freemium games, and so it's hard for me to like sit here and go, oh, so this is the greatest thing ever, because it is a freemium game. Like you can make in-game purchases to make the game easier, and a lot of people end up doing that, and that's why they're like stupid ahead of me. But at the same time, like, I enjoy going at my own pace because it's not like a competition. In fact, most of the time you're working together to defeat an enemy. There's currently, like the one I was talking about with the current event that they're doing, there's a boss that, like, the more times you defeat him, the higher level versions that you can fight.
On your career. How about an impact on the
And so if
world?
you do stuff like that, you get more items and stuff like that you can't get in a normal game. You can get more dragons and different events. It's just really, really cool. So, but if I were to give him a moveset, he would have Flaming Circlet, which is his super move. That could be his recovery. I forget what his one slash, but this is regular slash. That would be like his regular slash. It kind of looks like a Cloud's neutral B. That could be his neutral B as well. His down B could be a flurry of slashes that are similar to his auto combo in the game. And then his side B could be him summoning one of his friends, because the whole game is about like having teamwork and stuff like that, and switching out with these different characters in order to like get your the right element to defeat your enemies. And so I think that's pretty cool to, like, you know, have the right character to fight certain enemies. Like if you're fighting a Squirtle, you might use a grass type. Well, there's not grass type, but there's air type. But like an air type teammate. Or if like you're fighting a Charizard, you might want to pull out Estella, who's like, I said Estella, that's not her name. You might choose a water type teammate in order to attack them. And like I said, it's just spoken for. But these are the characters I want to see in the game. But I think I've rambled on for a long time. It's been like, what? How long has it been? Holy crap! An hour and 7 minutes. That's a pretty good talk. I think I'm gonna end it here. Mostly because I have some other stuff I gotta do in the day before my day actually starts. I appreciate all the people who came out today, like showed up and like listening to all the stupid crap that I have to talk about. I hope I didn't bore you guys to death, but actually just gave you some insight on how I felt about E3. I really hope the Nintendo presentation knocks it out the water. I have been a Nintendo fanboy as long as I can remember. Either way, I'm going to be buying some of the games that they're going to be showcasing. So, like, regardless of if Nintendo wins again, because they won Nintendo 2014, 2016, like, regardless if they win or not, I'm still going to be buying these games. So, like, I don't think, like, inherently they have to do well. But if they do well, that would be great. Like I said, with the Microsoft E3, it was okay. I wasn't super impressed, but like they had some games that were like truly solid, like the Fallen Order. But yeah, that's all of my thoughts that I can think of today. Like hopefully the next time I do one of these, I'll have somebody to talk to, so it's not just me rambling on for an hour. Like I said, I'll have to figure out how to set up Discord and stuff like that without it, like, you know, glitching out my computer and stuff. So, again, thanks for coming out. Hopefully I'll see you guys later. Deuces.